So someone recently asked me on Twitter, and by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter already, you should be, because it's much easier to ask me questions there. I try to answer every question that I get on Twitter, which is a lot harder to do with the YouTube comments because I get so many of them. So follow me on Twitter over there. Anyway, the question that I got asked was, how do I, come up with all my video ideas? How do I come up with ideas to make daily videos? So today I'm going to try and answer that. So it is a tough question. How can you be creative enough to come up with videos every day? Do I ever run into creative blocks, and what do I do about them? So I get ideas from numerous places, and the first of those places is actually the YouTube comments. A lot of the time you ask me questions and it's a good question, so I decide to make a video on it. Or you suggest video ideas. So your comments are very valuable and they help me come up with ideas. Now sometimes I just come up with ideas spontaneously. I would just be at my desk doing something, or I would just be in the middle of a workout, or I'll be meditating or whatever, and I will get an idea there and then. And in fact, that is one of the places I seek inspiration most, is during meditation, because those ideas are more frequent. They just pop up in my head and I know what to make a video about. And if I was really stuck for ideas, I would specifically ask you. I would ask you guys what you want to see next on Twitter, or I would ask my patrons on Patreon, or I would ask in the comments here. So there's never really a time when I don't have any ideas coming towards me. Now, as for how I decide which of those ideas to make, I basically go by the ones that I'm most capable of making. A lot of the times you'll make a suggestion in the comments and I just can't really make a video on it because I'm not capable of delivering useful information to you guys, because I'm not experienced enough in that subject or whatever. And in those cases I simply won't make the video, because I would rather make only good videos where I can provide useful information than just make videos on every subject, even when I don't know enough about that subject to do it. And so what do I then do with all of those ideas? Well, I actually use a program called ToDo List, which is a to-do list program, and I'm probably going to make a video all about that at some point, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when it will be, it might be a long time from now. Basically, I use this program to stay productive. I have a list of everything I need to get done each day, like record videos, plan new videos, edit videos, title tag, describe videos, make thumbnails, reply to comments, reply to emails, make a new Patreon update, that kind of thing. But I also use this to store my ideas. You see, our brains are not very efficient at storing information. That's why we forget things so easily. So what I like to do when I have an idea is I just add it to this ideas tab in my to-do list. I'll write it down and I just set it to have no due date, so it doesn't pop up telling me I have to get this done. And then when I actually need to record new videos, I go to the ideas tab and I look at all of these video ideas I have, and I select the ones I want to record then, and I set them as items on today's to-do list. So like, for example, this video was on my to-do list ideas list, and now it's been made. And this is one thing that I really suggest to you if you want to actually get more ideas, is write them down immediately. The minute an idea comes up in your mind, just write it down. Have some kind of workflow. Have some kind of place to store all your ideas. No matter how weird or stupid they sound. A lot of the time you come up with this idea and it just sounds so dumb to you that you just put it aside and don't write it down. But what I found from writing down all of my ideas is that some of my most dumb and kind of pointless ideas, or the ideas that I can't figure out how to actually make into a video, I write them down, and then later I come up with some other idea, and then I look at that idea and I see that there's a way I can integrate these two things and actually build on my original idea. And as a result, I get a workable video out of something that was initially not a workable idea. And what I also try to do is collect more of these ideas all the time. What I made the mistake of doing when I initially started this channel is I would come up with video ideas on the spot. I would come up with an idea and then record that video. What I try to do now is come up with idea after idea after idea, so that I always have a queue of at least like 7 to 10 ideas in my ideas tab. That way, when I come to record videos, I've got something to record, so I'm never at a point where I'm out of creativity and where I don't have an idea. And if you want a source of ideas, then meditation is probably the best thing you can do. When you meditate, you'll notice that your thoughts kind of crop up constantly. A lot of people get frustrated with this because they feel like they're supposed to achieve a clear mind and that they can't concentrate. Their thoughts just keep coming up, even though they keep focusing on their breathing. Thoughts just keep reoccurring. Now that's okay, as long as you're focused on your breathing, you're meditating correctly. But what I noticed is that when I was meditating longer and longer, I started to reach a point where the thoughts that cropped up during meditation were no longer distracting thoughts, but they were more useful thoughts. Like I would get an idea for a new video or something like that. So meditation is a great source of inspiration. So anyway, those have been a few words on my creative process and how I stay creative. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to subscribe up there for more. And if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.